So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Check me out. Double. Check. Deuce.
Take both of them. Take 2 of them.
Switch. Check your hot read.
From the 39, Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Grant. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Easy.
Watch the shift.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check nickel.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Corey Grant, touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Hey, Haywood.
I got one. Mike 54. Watch the slip.
56. Check, Mike. 56.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it Go.
54, right there. 54, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Tight dog.
Slam.
Half. No. Off 52.
Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Double dog. That's the way.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Here I come.
This is Grant. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Let's go.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And he fires one incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw here, Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
That! Black 20!
I'm coming. He's coming.
Black,
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Corey Grant with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. This is the third-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Say it.
5 wide.
Check.
49, check 49.
Kill.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Flag 20.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Blue 30.
Keep it up.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Corey Grant with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Middle. Watch out. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Play outside deep. Don't let it breathe, defense. Slam. Regular. Motion.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
It's been a long day for you.
54 is mine.
Hey, Foxtrot. 54.
You're not ready. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Under 10. Middle. Rush in.
Hey, alert 3. Shift.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
54.
Hey, hold on. Hey, what's the ball?
Check 99. Check 43. Check hot route.
Middle.
Check.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
No. Me. 54 is mine.
Allen again here on second and 10. finds Tyler Croft. A big play here for the Bills. 42 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Shift. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Gun. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 52. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Motion.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. One. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch him. Kill. Bang.
Throwing his helmet on 3rd. It goes underneath for Yeldon. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Hauschka missed it. Wide to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
All right, now. Block 80! 58 to Mike. I don't even know. Block it,
now Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put
Yeah,
there.
didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. Grant. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Corey Grant on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Allen now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
55, Mike 55. Let's go. Mike 55.
Regular.
Here I come. Mike 55. And I'm coming after you.
Half 10.
Check. Lucky.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Back.
And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, boys. Lead it up.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Bring it.
Alert. He's coming. 5 wide.
Hatch it.
Hey, check Mike.
Here's Allen to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Half 85.
You better bring it.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Montgomery a first down and then some. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Monday.
Check 25. Check 3. Check 26. Check 26. Shit.
Alert. Go.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Alert, alert, alert.
Right there. 54, right there.
Hey, Delta.
54, Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
56, 56. Kill. Check. Fresno. Alert. Slam.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Smooth. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check. Check 37. Check.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
180.
Mike 58, right there. Watch the run. He's checking.
Take 2 of them. Quarter.
Shit.
Kill like I said.
On 1st down, it's Grant. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
58 the Mike. You ain't going nowhere.
Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger is going to let... And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Mike 55. Let's get the ball. Motion, motion, bump, bump, bump. Mike. Middle. 55, Mike. Bravo.
Regular. What's that?
From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Second and a yard.
All day, every day, any day. Check. Check nickel.
Middle.
Check the backer.
Motion. What's that?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen steps away to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Check 52.
Sponge.
Hey, tight.
You.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Switch.
Alert! What's that?
After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run it again with Yeldon. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Jam. Tight up.
Pass. Motion.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Just like that. Mike's 5-4. Now watch one. Slam. Watch the edge. You got motion, man. You got motion.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Black 20.
Mike, 49. Army.
On 3rd down. It's Grant, and he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now a give right side. It's Grant. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
White 80. Alert, alert. Watch right, watch right, watch right.
Hey, check.
These two.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go.
49. 49's the Mike. 49's the Mike. 50.
It all caught.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Grant. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. On third down, Roethlisberger. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
On 52.
65, 65.
Hey, wahoo!
Say. Check.
Alert! Hey, Charlie!
54's Mike, 54's Mike.
Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort?